everybody, welcome back to Life Under Deborah's Palm, where it is such a gorgeous day. I thought I would sit outside and discuss stages 6 and 7. Stages 6 and 7, it's the end. 6 is severe decline, and 7 is very severe decline. They're both miserable and horrible. At this point, you're going to notice that they're going to have to move if they're still in assisted living, or I'm going to assume in our case they were in assisted living. Assisted living can no longer take care of them, and they end up somewhere in these two stages. They'll end up in a nursing home where they can be taken care of correctly. At this point, basic things: bathing, using the bathroom, showering, all those day-to-day things that we do, getting dressed, all that stuff, no more. They are going to need help with pretty much everything. And assisted living, depending on how they are, some of them are really very good at keeping them and working with some of this. It just, you're going to have to know the rules of the assisted living facility if you go that route, and when they can no longer stay. There are reasons for that, and I think everybody's are a little bit different. At this point, they don't remember their personal history anymore. They have no idea anything. A lot of times they don't know if they were married. And if they were, they don't know who their spouse was. They don't know who their children are. You can forget extended family and friends, and they've probably forgotten that a long time ago. They get to the point where they are looking for their parents. I have seen this over and over. I think it's almost really a given that if they had parents, they are looking for them regardless of how long that they have been gone. They'll forget the name of close family. They'll forget, like my mom at this point will begin, she won't know my name, and she won't really know who I am. It's a very strange thing to watch, but my husband went through this where my mother-in-law said to him, I know you're Tom, but who are you to me? And what she asked him was, are you my husband? Are you my father? Are you my son? Who are you to me? She had no idea that he was her son. Yeah, he was her son. No idea. And often what happens is, if you showed them a picture, like if I went at that stage and showed my mother a picture of me when I was, I don't know, maybe 10 or something like that, she would go, oh, that's my daughter Debbie. But standing there as a 50-something-year-old adult, they will have no idea who you are. It's really very sad. It's really hard to deal with. If you didn't know this about dementia, everybody that has the disease, and if they live long enough, will become incontinent, which means they will be in adult diapers 24/7. Sometimes they can handle changing it themselves, or the issue really is they think they can handle that, but they need that type of assistance. They'll need that type of assistance. They also will have major personality changes. Again, you'll see emotional changes, and you'll also see often they have difficulty speaking. They will become delusional. They will get very anxious and fearful. My husband went through this with his mother, where they had gone out every week. He would take her, every couple of weeks, he would take her out for a ride, get ice cream, whatever. And she got to the point where I think it was probably about the last time he took her out, that he said, thankfully I was right near the facility, because all at once my mom was like, where are we? I don't know where we are. I don't know where I live. Totally began to get very frantic and fearful and anxious, thinking she was totally lost, had no idea where they were going, no idea where she lived, no idea how to get home. And he said, I think that even if I had been or even though it was him, and she was very used to him and very comfortable with him, that even though it was him, if he had been farther out, he said, I don't know if she would have made it without going into just a full-blown panic attack. They also can wander at this point. Not everybody will experience every one of these issues, but if they're gonna start wandering, and I've seen it in the facility where literally someone will start at the top of the hall and they just follow the hall and they just go around, and they'll go around the whole facility. They'll just follow the outside wall. They'll do it all day long. And the last is stage 7, which surprisingly can last 1.5 to 2.5 years. This is a long time. Our experience has been that they have died before then. And to be really honest, you'll be hoping they die sooner rather than later. At this point, they cannot walk, usually. Most of them end up just in wheelchairs being pushed around. Somebody's got to get them out of bed. Somebody's got to get them dressed. They will completely lose their ability to speak. That very often happens. They can't follow simple commands. So if you need them to, put their arm out so you can put their shirt sleeve on, they don't get it. It's just like taking an infant and trying to get them dressed. They have absolutely no idea, no comprehension. They don't know who anybody is. They don't know who their family is. They don't know anything anymore. They can forget how to swallow. Choking is a very big hazard at this point in time. They very often end up being spoon-fed, and the food is much like baby food. It's either very soft, like mashed potatoes, or pureed, like literally, it's baby food. I haven't seen anybody, our experience, 1.5 to 2.5 years, that's a long time for that. And our experience is they've gone much faster than that, much faster. But that is the end of the stages 1 through 7. So I have finished that. I'm not sure. I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do next, and I think I'm going to start working on caretakers. Everybody's got a lot of guilt. Did I make the right decision? Did I make the wrong decision? Geez, I lost my temper today with my mother, who asked me the same question 80 million times in a row. And then when she found out she was wrong, she blamed me, and there was a big argument, and yeah, been there. It's a hard road. So, have a great day.